Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's all time for another episode of Narcissu. Let's continue. Let's continue Narcissu second, and this is the time where we get the episode of some worrisome title. Punishment. Punishment about what? By whom? For who? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out, and I don't think this is going to be... I'm not going to be pleased with this episode. It's going to be a hard episode, I think. So, let's go. Hope you're ready. Next day. Today we ate our lunch at a different place. In a deserted lounge, while watching the daytime news, impersonally playing the television we ate. Today again, Himeko-san seems to want a dish in my lunch. I also knew that hospital food was bad. I mean, she probably is doing that because you are friends, basically, and this is like throwback to how friends share their like lunch at school and stuff. So this is something that Satsumi is probably also not aware of per se, because she's been only a week in school, if you think about this. So she's not accustomed to this. But this is like a throwback to how friends share food. So on top of the table, my lunch and Himeko-san hospital meal were spread out, and the two of us ate together. Yeah, which one is it? I love it. Ah, a little jump back. I love it. Satsumi's like opening up. So we made these little exchanges around when today's lunch came to an end. As she spoke, she pointed at the fries at the lunchbox. Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. I love that they're having this conversation. I love it. Like, Satsumi's opening up that my mom is doing this, and I just cannot tell her that I don't like it. I love that she had like this conversation with Himeko. Maybe like Satsumi will be able to talk to her parents more when they have like this conversation in between friends here. Yeah. How do they answer? I debated a bit and decided to tell the truth. Yeah. Ah. Probably even with just that, my meaning went through. It was like before with the clothes for some reason. Himeko-san seems to see through to the heart of things. However, the words that Himeko-san spoke next was clearly in a different tone of voice. Yeah. Like, they will not, like, if you think about this, the longer Satsumi is hiding this, that she doesn't like them, the harder it's going to be to bring this up later. Like, mom will feel guilty for giving Satsumi something that she never liked and that she never asked. Maybe she asked, but Satsumi was always like, yeah, it's fine. But mom may have like some thoughts that I couldn't see through my daughter, basically, you know? And I've been like feeding her food that she doesn't like, even though she's ill. This is going to be heavy topic. Even like this like simple matter of like eating food you like, it can be seen in such a different perspective and in a heavier perspective too, in certain situations. Like, I love Narcissu. It brings up so many good topics around that like you would be normally never concerned about. Yeah, just tell your parents that you don't like what you get, so maybe you won't get that, you know, like that's just normal. Like, people like different things, and here that's just hard to do.
まだあなたには理解できないでしょうけど。
Yeah.
相手を気遣っているつもりなら、大間違いね。
You are basically lying to them, and then they will feel bad. Mistake, no, not kindness. At the very least, those words weren't directed at Mother, but probably towards me. Right and wrong. If it's that, I understand. Even I don't think not saying how it really feels right. Then, what is that revealing the truth was kindness? To say what Mother had gone through for my sake was something I actually hated. Would that be kindness? Okay, so this is... like Satsumi is taking this a step forward, not only about the food, about everything that's been done to, for her. Yeah, okay. It just goes from the small thing and expands. Okay, Satsumi is going into like all over for this. Afterwards, I was asked to go shopping at the store for Himeko-san. As I left the elevator on the 7th floor and was again headed to the lounge. In the hallway, just before the lounge, I saw Himeko-san talking to someone. I was sure this person was the helper that had spoken to me the other day. Okay, yeah. I thought about going up and speaking to them as the two of them spoke, but for some reason, sensing that it wasn't that kind of atmosphere, I couldn't help but watch from afar. Today's IV drip, you still haven't had it. Okay.
それと午後からの入浴の仕方だけど。千尋、私が知らないとでも思って。
Oh.
別にそんな意味じゃ。
Didn't know what.
だったら余計な気遣いは無用よ。あなたこそ自分の担当の元へ帰りなさい。
Oh. So she's not assigned to her, she just like comes here because she's her sister. What do you mean? I didn't think I don't know. Did you think I don't know? Was like Chihiro supposed to be assigned to Himeko, but she refused? It kind of sounds like that. And there are no unnecessary left like that. Without a doubt, that was the person who spoke to me the other day. Ah. An answer as if she were pushing something aside. To me, from the explanation I heard about the helpers of the 7th floor, I thought they were very admirable. And yet looking at Himeko-san, it didn't seem like she felt that way. Especially with the person just now. I felt she's being cold. Perhaps saying that I wanted to say something, because I entered the lounge before us. And sitting in the sofa, she offered the chair facing her. Yeah, a little bit. And then she stopped. Sure. That was unexpected. For me, the bright cherry Himeko-san and the image of the helper just wouldn't connect. At least my image of the helpers of the 7th floor was that they were always calm and collected. But if I thought about it, A part of it did fit. Patients on the 7th floor, unlike patients on the other wards, were in the way given freedom. However, even among them, I had thought Himeko-san was a special. For some reason, it felt like if she were allowed to get away with even more. The questions I had before about planting the garden without permission, and how she said she didn't need a signed helper. How she would randomly give friendly notes to doctors and nurses, because they all know her. She has special treatment because she's been a helper before. Surely because she had been a helper before in this hospital. She had probably been allowed here.
ねえ、一つ質問していい？どうしてヘルパーやってたの？
This time I tried voicing my next question. Even if it were true that Himeko-san had been previously a helper, why would she work as one? I couldn't imagine. At least from what I knew about Himeko-san, I thought she would be indifferent to something like volunteering or being a helper. Is she going to bring up her sister now in the into the conversation? Because my sister been one?
うちはカトリックだからね。
Yeah.
カトリック？ええ。私の両親もそうだけど、こういう福祉活動にはよく参加するのよ。
Okay. That was an even more unexpected answer. Of course, I myself knew absolutely nothing about Christians or religious matters. But even then, compared to the helper just before, I felt that religion was even farther from my image of Himeko-san. Yeah, because she stopped doing everything later.
それにほら、ここってキリスト教病院でしょ？
It is? Okay, I didn't know that.
うん。それは知ってる。だから余計にね。
Okay. She spoke as if that were the answer to everything. Certainly, I hadn't really considered it up until now. And now that she mentioned it, I did occasionally see people who looked like priests and sisters. But still, for us normal sick people, there were few things that we notice about the kind of hospital it was. Instead of those details, whenever there was a specialization in surgery, or whenever there was a famous internist present, from those the hospital would be chosen. However, for the people who work here, for the who work there, there was probably a huge difference.
でも、所詮私はエセカトリックよ。
Yeah, we heard that before.
そうなの。うん。偶然、教会の隣に家があったってだけだし。
Himeko-san answered in her usually cheery way. Whatever those words were the truth or a lie, I didn't know. However, just that time, her gaze shifted to the window in that profile that I couldn't see clearly and thought there was some denial of those words. Maybe. Now I think about like the first or second episode of Narcissu, like this season, like Narcissu's second side. When I said like they would like switch thoughts about the church, right? Like I said, like Himeko would like get sick and she would start believing, and Chihiro will stop believing. It turns out to not be the case, but now when I think back about this might be what the punishment means here. Maybe Himeko is going to have second thoughts about like all the religious matter that was about Catholics and her family. What if she will start thinking that maybe her illness right now is a punishment for her for not being like religious enough, just like her family? Because her family is doing great, it seems like. I mean, they're healthy, that's what I mean. And she's the only one who got sick. Maybe that's what she's going to... That's from what the punishment title is coming from. Maybe it's just going to be her like mental image, basically, of what is happening and why this is happening. Maybe she will start questioning this. There can be a lot of things. Ah.
でもね、まさか逆に自分が7階に入るとは思わなかったわ。やっぱバチが当たったのかもしれないわね。
I just talked about that. Wow. Okay. So it really is that. When the long summer days slowly ended, unusually, father was home early, so today our family of the three ate dinner together. Nice. Cool, love it. Since we moved, his commute lengthened, and it had been a while since the three of us gathered around at the dinner table like this. Oh, made a friend?
ええ、だから最近は毎日出かけているのよ。
Isn't that great, Setsumi?
うん。
Am I making a friend? Father also been happy. I'm pretty sure that's because my health and my health had been well lately. Father was even more pleased. Before the three of us would always eat dinner together, but now because he comes home late, Mother night together was normal. There were also times when she would come home late from her part-time job and I would eat alone. It was the norm now. Since the day 3 years ago, days of going in and out of the hospitals, Himiko-san said that she herself was being punished. This day 3 years ago. Okay, I think like she's talking about the situation here about being only with mother for most of the time. Yeah, I think that's it. Muka-san said that she's being punished. Yeah, was being punished. Then, did I also do something wrong and was being punished? Okay, we're going into this direction. So, this is going to make a question for Setsumi. What did she do to be punished like that? Okay, interesting. Interesting. In the dialogues. Just what kind of wrong did I commit? And the one who's being punished, was it myself or my parents, or perhaps both? This is also extremely cool phrase. Wow. Yeah. Who's being punished in this situation? That's a good one.
うん。なんでもない。
Opening the window even in such stuffy heat, the night breeze felt nice. There were many things I don't understand, but if we were being punished, then who is doing the punishing? And if I said I'm sorry to that person, would we be forgiven? I who would silently eat rice had also been called unkind. And Himeko-san for some reason came close to me. Until now, outside the family, others have done the reverse and avoided me. I'm sure that's true for her also. It was because there was no one else, so probably it was because she was bored. Having doubts about a friend. Oh, that was fast. Okay, so that's the episode with chapter number 7, Punishment. Well, these are short episodes. Okay, I mean, this like Narcissu story is like a side dish on the channel basically, so I post them without real schedule, and that I want to do them like chapter per chapter. Then sometimes they are long. Usually I do the side dishes with like 20 minutes only per episode, and just like post them from time to time on random intervals. But yeah, anyway, that was the episode called Punishment. It wasn't actually as dark and sad as I thought, but it gave us a lot of like cool interactions. I mean, maybe not cool interactions, but cool of like self-thought about what is happening. Like, this shows like what people can think when they get like actually, basically know that they will die, and they start questioning like, why is this happening? And to who actually? To me? To others? To both? That was a very good question from Satsumi. And yeah, I'm very curious how like Himeko family situation will resolve as well. You know, I'm very curious if like we're going to get some talk later on with Satsumi and her parents and Himeko and her sister. Are we going to have some kind of like, I don't know, forgiveness? Like Himeko is going to allow them to visit her? I'm very curious. But yeah, next episode, Pink Manicure. So it's going to be some happy episode, it seems. We're going to have some fun. So yeah, hopefully some fun. Because we cannot be sad all the time, right? So, hit that like button if you like the episode. Subscribe for more, check my Discord, and become a member if you'd like to support me and see the episodes earlier and stuff. And yeah, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one. So for now, PocketWatch is going out.